Hello everybody, my name is Jill and welcome back to another video. Today, I have a new podcast and this is the first episode of that podcast. Basically where I just talk about my opinions on different things. Not like bad things, just like food or like candy. Like my opinions on food, my opinion on it's basically like those channels that you see like Hamminations, except instead of being animated, it just has this banger game. The game is Vex 3, by the way, on Cool Math Games, so you can stop bothering me about it. Anyway, so, yeah, let's just get started. Episode 1. My opinion on fruit. So, my opinion on fruits, they're pretty good. Some of them aren't that good. And let me just go through all the fruits, talk about which ones are good, stuff like that. So, of course, we got apples. Apples are actually pretty good. It's kind of hard to bite into them sometimes, but besides that, sometimes they're kind of mushy, but, apples are pretty good. Second, we got oranges. I never really liked oranges. I actually don't think I've had an orange. I've only had an orange once because I usually just get those, goofy tangerine cuties or something like that. Yeah, but my opinion on those, they're pretty decent. I mean, I don't like the pulp in oranges, like the white hairs. And I remember my grandma used to just take an orange, eat it with all the white hairs on while I'm sitting there picking off all the white hairs. And I'm like, bro, how you eating the white hairs, bro? How you eating them? How do you eating them? So next we got bananas. Bananas are actually so good, bro. I literally cannot stress the fact enough. The bananas taste so good. Sometimes they're kind of mushy, but other than that, they're pretty bussin'. They're a little bit mushy sometimes. Sometimes you pull out a banana, it's literally brown. But they're still pretty good. So yeah, I wouldn't really, whatever. Anyway, next we got the colors of apples. So we got freaking green apple. I never really liked green apple. Sorry, but when I'm trying to eat a fruit, I want it to be a nice, sweet experience. Eating a nice, delectable, sweet fruit. And it's sour. Bro, I don't want that. Also got yellow apples, which, bro, if you like yellow apples, you're a straight up alien. Nobody likes them. They're literally, flavorless. Bro, I don't care about the golden apples, but they're literally flavorless. They have as much flavor as they have less flavor than cardboard. Cardboard actually has some flavor, bro. They have less flavor than cardboard. Bro, if you bro, yellow apples are worse than cardboard. Whatever. Anyway, next we got an actual green fruit. We got limes. I've actually never had a lime. I don't know why I would eat a lime. If you eat a lime normally, why? I have had a lemon before. I was in this class and they're doing a science experiment. It was a Saturday. It's a Sunday school except it's Saturday. So yeah, but basically we were doing this thing and we basically were doing different experiments. So we had an orange. That's the time I had an orange. And we dipped it in sugar. We were like, it tastes good. And we dipped it in baking soda, and we were like, and we had a lemon, and we dipped it in sugar, and I bit into the lemon normally, and my mouth turned into a tsunami. Anyway, so that's the only time I've had a lemon and an orange in the same day. Anyway, so yeah, and hey, would you look at that? I just made it over the thing that I'd spent a million years on. Noise. Okay, now I'm going to rate different types of grapes. So first we got the green grapes. These are like the middle of the road grapes. They're pretty yummy, but they're like middle of the road, of course, you know. We got red grapes. Red grapes are way better than green grapes, unless you're feeling a green grape, okay? It depends on the mood. If you're feeling like a red grape, you have a red grape. If you're feeling like a green grape, you get the green grape. There's also a lot of different kinds of green grapes, so let's go over those. There's cotton candy grapes, which are literally so good, bro. Literally, you need to try them. They taste like cotton candy because they're called cotton candy grapes. But yeah, they're literally so yumbo. Anyway, next we have like there's like some small green grapes and big green grapes. In my opinion, again, it depends on what you're feeling, but most of the time you get the big green grape, okay? Because the big ones, they're like really long and you eat them in 2 bites. And sometimes you get the small ones which you just like chuck in your mouth and take a bite out of it. Okay, there's also like blue grapes or purple grapes. Apparently, it might be a myth that my friend told me like 3 years ago. But he told me that there were these things called moon grapes. I don't know if it's real. Probably gonna Google it after recording this. But anyway, I literally have no clue if they're real or not. But I've never had one. So, yeah. Okay, so I just Googled what moon grapes are. And they actually look extremely bussin'. But they also look kind of bad. They look kind of like eggplants. And speaking of eggplants, this is a vegetable, but I'm still gonna do it. Eggplants are kind of mid. I had a bowl of fried eggplants one time, and I had like 3 pieces before deciding that they were kind of mid, and I never had them again. Also, bro, look at me speeding past all these obstacles I've spent like 2 or 3 days working on. Like, bro, look how good I am. Anyway. Next, we have raspberries. Now, raspberries, in my opinion, every time I imagine a raspberry, I imagine it tasting like absolute dog water. But then I try a raspberry, and it's actually pretty good. Like, it has hairs on it, and that makes me not want to eat it. But whatever. Anyways, we have blackberries. Blackberries? I haven't had a blackberry in like 3 years, but what I remember from them is that they're pretty trash. And yeah. We next have blueberries. My opinion on blueberries, they're pretty good. There's 2 types of blueberries. We got the big ones and the small ones. The small ones, no one likes. If you pour yourself a bowl of blueberries and you pick out the small ones and eat it, you're literally like an alien again. What I do is I only eat like the big ones. Like, bro, the big ones are so good. And the small blueberries, bro, the small blueberries, they're literally dog water. They're like red and they're like sour. Next we got pineapple. I always thought pineapple tasted sour. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's when it's not ripe or something, but I had pineapples a couple days ago, and it was actually extremely good. Like, bro, it was so good. I literally spaced out and like ate all of them. Anyway, next we got strawberries. Strawberries are actually goated. Sometimes you find like mutant strawberries or something like that. Like one time I was in camp. It was cooking camp. It was like actually pretty good. You basically just got to cook stuff and then eat it. The 3 main parts of it were cooking, eating, and waiting. literally, you waited so much in the hot sun and the playground, bro. It was so annoying. Anyway, so basically, we were cutting strawberries for this dish. There's like 2 classes. There's the juniors and the seniors. I was in the seniors. And so it like alternates because sometimes the juniors cook the main meal and the seniors cook the main meal. Or like the juniors cook the main meal and the seniors cook dessert. And the juniors cook dessert and then seniors cook the main meal. So I'm pretty sure we were cooking the dessert. And we were cutting up some strawberries, you know. And I was sitting at my table with my bro Rainbow and like 2 other kids. There's 1 boy and 1 girl, I think. We'll call the girl Patricia, and we'll call the boy, Johnny, I guess. Okay. So we're all cutting it. Johnny pulled out with the biggest strawberry we've all ever seen in our life. Like, bro, what? And I found like a strawberry that was like attached to another strawberry. It was really goofy looking. But yeah, we found like a bunch of mutant strawberries that weren't really like not safe to eat. You could still eat them, but like they just looked so weird. Okay, so I'm tired of remembering cherries off of the top of my head. So I got this list of cherries. No, I meant fruits. I got this just list of fruits, you know, so I won't have to like remember stuff. So first we got cherry. Cherries, the flavor is pretty goated, but bro, the seeds are like the entire cherry. Cherry flavored candy is, in my opinion, kind of better maybe. But yeah. Next we got peach. I was in a play that had to do with peaches. Guess it in the comments. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Peaches are really good actually. Except again the pits take up like a lot of the room. Not as much as the cherries, but the peaches, like the seeds, take up a lot. Anyway. Next we got grapefruit. I have to admit, I've never had a real grapefruit. I remember one time, my dad, like, we were just sitting, I was like, hey bro, can you get me some, like, orange juice? And he was like, yeah. And he got some orange juice. And I was like, you taste bad. That's what I said in my mind. And it was like, yeah. And so he kept getting that orange juice that did not taste good. And apparently it was grapefruit juice, and that's probably what it caused. Anyways, we got a mango. Again, I have to admit, I've never had a real mango. I've only had, you know, mango flavored stuff, but mango is pretty goated, okay? The flavor is so nice, like sweet and tangy. And yeah, I especially love like mango boba. They're pretty good. Next, we got kiwis. Kiwis are probably the best fruit, even surpassing bananas, okay? There's like 3 pretty goated fruits, and those are kiwi, banana, and melon. Not watermelon, just melon. Okay. Melons, like the green melons, are literally so good. They're so good. If you don't like normal melons, you're either allergic to them or you're an alien. Anyway. Next we got dragon fruit, and to be honest, they taste the same as yellow apples, except they actually have a good texture instead of having the dog water, cardboard texture of the yellow apples. Anyway, next for our final one, we have watermelons. Watermelons are pretty good. except they have way too many seeds. Like, bro, there's so many seeds. I literally, like, dude, there's just so many seeds. Like I used to pick the seeds out of my, like, watermelon when I was a kid. I don't even know how I picked that much up. How I got rid of all those seeds. Next, apparently avocado is a seed. So, okay. Avocado is pretty good, like guacamole. Guacamole is goated. Bro, it's like, have you ever, like, eaten something that you've made? It tastes pretty good, and you eat the exact same ingredients, the exact same way you cooked it. Everything is the exact same. You eat it somewhere else, like you eat the same food, but in, like, France or something. Like, let's say you eat or let's just say you eat guacamole. Like, this is a true story. You eat guacamole at, your house. It doesn't taste that good. But then you go to a restaurant, you eat guacamole. It's, like, so much better for no reason. I have no clue how, but it's so much better. Next, we got plums. The last time I had a plum was when I was, like, 5. I don't know, but plums are pretty good, I guess. Think. Anyway, our final one, which I somehow forgot about, was pears. And pears are so good. Bro. Pears are actually so good. Yeah.